Let's go.
Hi, I'm KARCENO.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows KARCENO and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Boom! What's up? Now, this is the BMF Season 3 review. And what you notice here is that what you notice here is that from Season 1 to Season 3, there has been some changes. You know, you're watching the Flannery boys, actually mature and get themselves back on point. And you're seeing their growth, their development. But also what you're noticing is as the story gravitates out from Detroit, and yes, it's not even, this is a biography in the majority of the ways. So they're following the real life story. So they can't just keep this completely Detroit. But as the story has changed and gravitated from being from a story that's out in New York, not New York, in Detroit, the central hub. Now in Season 3, they've gravitated out their safe zone, and now they're getting money. Everybody is not having a conflict of interest of what they're doing. They even have legitimate businesses like a restaurant, and T is basically running everything that's taking place in Detroit while Meech is running things in Atlanta, trying to get it off the ground. Now, I do give the series credit for not trying to show like Meech just went there and took over, and showing the actual grind of it. It's not like a quick thing or it's easy for somebody to do. They come there, they meet a plug, and they own. It don't really happen that way. Definitely not in this business. So eventually what happens is what normally happens, right? In this scene, you're starting to see a lot of changes that came out of nowhere. And it just didn't develop. What happened in the first seasons is you had a character that people were interested in, who was the anti-villain or hero or whatever, named Lamar. And he was just vicious. And he wasn't taking none of the stuff from the Flannery boys. Now, everybody who was watching BMF was gravitating to that. Now there's no real Lamar element in Season 3. It's kind of all over the place. You got Remy, supposed to be the guy calling it in ATL. You showing him really getting beat up, punked by the Red Dogs. He ain't really doing nothing. He killed Meech's cousin, his cousin Ty. So the whole season is we gonna get Remy at one point. Then you have the other guy, the other African squad start coming in, the Jamaicans, like they came in. doing their thing. It was just so much going on. And then the Detroit thing with the female lesbian chick, it's like, what are we doing here? It's not making any sense. We're not like moving forward at all with the process or nothing. It's like, okay, we're with this chick and her father runs everything. It's a lot of people engaging in activities that shouldn't be. It's like, do we really care about what happened with the cop? And it was just a lot of missed opportunity. It was a lot of missed opportunities in this film. I mean, not this film, but this series. Like, nobody cared about what happened really in Detroit. Like, they wanted us to care so much about this female woman that's trying to prove she a man and she tough and she dangerous. So much that we were taken away from that. It's just like that T element. What was going on with that hot mama? Boy, that hot mama is something else. She the finest thing on there. LB crazy. He loved that stripper chick that was in there. But he young, so he gonna be focused on that. Gotta have that vet. Boy, they got mama. I'll tell you, the directors and producers know what to focus on. Boy, they got mama out here getting down. Man, but I don't like to see that from her, though. She was a Christian woman. Then they got her sinning and being in the pulpit. I'm like, what? They really don't know what to do with her character. I'm like, but they know that, hey, she the sexiest thing on the screen. Charles, I don't know. I think I just want to run the streets for a while. Charles. So, you go on here. Run the streets, baby. I'm going to be here when you get back. Because I love you. Wrote a new song for you, baby. It go like this. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, Charles. I love that song. And you made that just for me? Yeah, baby. Come on, Lucille. All right, Charles. Can I have that? I'll play that for me and my new man, the doctor. Man, it was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah, nuts. Oh, Charles. But it was just so dry. The stuff with the daughter and her and the boyfriend. It's like, it is too much character, too many characters, too many villains that nobody cares about. You had one villain that was shot in the back. One of the Jamaican guys, whatever, he sent one guy for a setup to take out Meech. And Meech throws him out of a hotel window. And he falls into a car and dies or whatever. And next thing you know, it's just a whole lot of craziness going on. And this, a lot of this stuff happened in real life. Like that whole Project Daylight shooting thing, that shootout scene, I understand they got to have some dramatization in there, but you weren't finna come in there and have no shootout like that in that project. Not at that time. But a lot of the scenes that were executed well, those were good, you know? But it's just too many misses. Far too many misses for me to be, excited. This could have been a lot better. I mean, Lala involvement, her with that cop, it went nowhere. Like, it went nowhere. It's like they start something and finishes it, and just to put Lala in something, and it's like her arc really came and went away. Like, what is she even doing now in there? It takes away from Terry and his family and his kids, focusing on Lala's character, giving her any screen time. People waste their time too much to me. And what I mean by wasting time, meaning that when I expect it to translate over into the story with the development, it's laid out, you've seen layers being planted, it pays off in the end, not to have the same ending that you saw that was in everybody else's series. I didn't expect to see that. The girl gets shanked, they go get the cars, they drive the cars away. Then they just take Remy out on the street. The St. Louis scene was good. I like the St. Louis scene. But other than that, it's just bits and pieces that I like. And to me, the actor T, or his just character, it's just his Detroit story is so bland. And it's like every episode, Meech got to treat him like he's the dumbest individual in the world. It's like, T, man, come on. How are you sitting here bringing this woman down here? Like, this is business. This ain't no vacation. I'm just saying, I ain't never been here. And me and babe, we finna come out here and chill. What's wrong with that? It's like T is book smart, but when it came to the street sense, he ain't have it. It's like, what the hell? See, in the earlier seasons, you had characters develop, like B. Mickey. That character was developed. He had an arc. Now, we got all these side characters who really haven't done anything. The whole season, we had this guy in Atlanta. And the guy in Atlanta, we barely know who the hell he is. Even after all these 2 seasons, he barely has a couple of lines. And I still can't tell you his name. So, it just goes with the territory. Like, that's what it is. Now, As far as everybody else in the game, this was the extent of what you was going to see. That's real talk. You can't help but watch this series and look at it like, damn, what a fall off from season 2. Season 2 was so great. And when they go from the 50 boys from season 1 and 2, then we get to season 3, you just like, damn, did we make a left turn? Hopefully season 4 start to pick some things up where we could actually have some development, some stability with the characters. You know, the previous characters, like the mom and the dad, that dynamic and what was going on with them, fine. They're seasoned actors and they know how to handle this. They know how to make you engaged into that situation. So, hell, I would rather watch what was going on with mom and dad and them than watch what was happening with Key and the boys in Detroit with Henrik. Man, we got to deal with Henry, man. I'm like, I was so disinterested with that. The cop, the female cop who was liking the partner and they going undercover. That whole thing was just stupid. Like everything involved in it was stupid. Only when Meech came back to Detroit did it mean something. That episode when he came back to Detroit so that they can get that shipment out the door. That was probably the best episode they had since they was in Detroit. Other than that, it was done. I was not interested in that. The Atlanta thing, it was just, everything was like the budget was cut for some reason. Everything was like so cut and dry. I'm like, are they still in the same area? Are they in front of the strip club? Did he drop the body off in front of the strip club? Like, where the hell are they right now? I don't even know. You just came in there and dropped this boy off. Yeah. Your boy, that's it. He ain't gonna make it. I'm just like, you know, I was thrown away by a lot of it, you know. So but anyway, that's my take on BMF season 3. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but I was very disappointed in it. Thought it would be a lot better. I give it a 2 stars out of 4. It's watchable, but definitely bland. Very bland. Anyway, I'm out.